Have you ever wanted to just disconnect from the world? Just be in the great outdoors? No friends, no family, no coworkers? Just you, a stump, your trusty axe, and a nice raccoon? Stump'd is an alt-control game designed and developed by us, Team Borf. This was originally a Design Week challenge at Sheridan College, where we were tasked with making any alt-control game of our choosing. With only 4 days to make this entire game, we needed to make sure our scope was right, so we decided that we needed to focus on one mechanic or one simple feeling with our controller in game that felt good and satisfying to do. Through brainstorming, we decided that a chop is something that almost every player would understand, and that specifically chopping wood would be such a great fit for an alt-control game that it was almost scary. But we knew that just chopping log after log in time would end up becoming boring. So from the arcade-like games that inspired us, we decided to add an obstacle, and by proxy, a mascot for our game. Borf the raccoon is our pride and joy, and just look how cute he is. He was going to serve as a way to get an alternate input into our alt controller. But how? Chop to the side, wait for him to scurry off? We decided a foot pedal, which would be easy for the player to rest their foot on, and the same downward motion as the chop, so we wouldn't have a pat your head, rub your stomach sort of situation. And thus, Stump'd was born. Our earliest prototype was a folded piece of paper we used to see if our chopping motion was both possible and felt good to do. After some rounds of finger chopping with the first build of our game, we knew we had something interesting. We sketched out some blueprints, cut it out, and created a cardboard stump to chop, pedal to stomp, and a base to hold our controller. This is what we used during our final Design Week showcase, and while it withstood around 300 plays during the event, we knew cardboard couldn't last us through Ctrl GDC, so we decided our controller needed some upgrades. Our new controller sports the same forest design, but now has a base and log made completely out of wood, along with our wooden and laser logoed pedal. But now that we know how to use our tools, let's show you our game. Like the arcade games that inspired us, our game is simple to learn but hard to master. You'll take on the log barrage, axe in hand, and identify when and what you need to chop with your axe. There are various range of logs that require chopping and trashing combinations. But logs aren't the only thing that need dealing with. Borf will jump onto your stump and try to mess with you, so you need to use your trusty pedal to fling him off, but it won't be so simple. Borf has a couple tricks up his sleeve to trick you into doing the wrong input, so make sure you identify which form of Borf seems to be coming at you. All this runs on a life system. Do the wrong action or wait too long and you'll miss the opportunity and lose a life. You only have 5, so be sure to stay on your toes. And with that, we hope you enjoy Stump'd.